Hello, Game Ambassadors. I am Ambassador Chris.
And I'm Ambassador Michael.
And we've got this. This is what everyone is waiting for. We got the Nintendo Switch. We're going to unbox it. We're going to review it. We're going to tell you all the good stuff and probably some bad stuff, too. Which is
We'll give you the truth. What you expect.
the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
But can you handle it?
We'll see. All right, Ambassadors, here we are. We got the Nintendo Switch here. Boom. 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 And I know what you're thinking. The light's pretty bad on our view. Hopefully Michael will...
I'm going to attempt to fix it.
He's going to attempt to fix it the best that he can. You can't see my serial number because Mike is smart. Thanks, Mike.
I'm here for things.
All right, so I have not seen this yet in person. So I am like uber pumped up for this.
We still haven't even opened his yet.
Yeah, This is the first time we're opening it and...
Oh boy, toys.
Oh boy. Boy, toys.
I like toys. Alright.
Well, all right, settle down. All right. So, yep, we're going to go ahead and... You know what? I'm going to save that one. All right. Let's take a look at these Joy-Con here for a sec. All right. So, we got the right Joy-Con here. I'm trying to think of this like with opposite hands.
Yeah, exactly.
And we got our left Joy-Con here. All right. And basically the big thing that's special about this one is nothing. This one's just the left Joy-Con.
It has syncing issues. That's what makes it special. Its special talent is not connecting. Supposedly. Who knows?
All right, the right Joy-Con is a little different. You've got your Amiibo reader right there in the right stick, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm going to have to see how good it is because the Wii U needed an entire, like, it had a whole dedicated, like, side of the gamepad to the Amiibo reader. And also you've got your sensor here, and this sensor is going to be able to pick up distance and actually the shape of whatever it's reading, which is actually kind of cool. So, and...
The coup de grace.
The coup de grace. Exactly.
The Switch.
Alright. Oh my goodness, that is a solid screen. My goodness.
I can't wait for you to fingerprint it up and get so mad about it.
I won't be mad because this is a touchscreen.
Fair enough.
It's on my stuff that isn't a touchscreen that makes me absolutely freak out.
This doesn't come with a stylus, does it?
No, but that's because unlike, which is actually a good point to bring up, unlike the 3DS, which had that pressure-sensitive touchscreen, this has the like a thermal touchscreen, something a
like
capacitive touchscreen, something you'd find on your phone. So you don't need a stylus.
Exactly.
So
totally different type of feedback.
Let's go ahead and get a close up on this. Game card goes here. You've got your one up on Apple and their iPhones. You got a
we got a headphone jack.
3.5 millimeter headset jack. Volume. It's not exactly a rocker. It's just buttons.
Which is fine.
Power button. Power sleep button. I don't know if this is meant to... I don't know if this is exactly meant to be left in sleep mode for long periods of time.
We'll find out.
We're going to find out.
I'll do some tests because what will end up happening is I'm going to forget and I'm going to leave it in sleep mode. And then I'm going to pick it up one day and it's going to be like 30% charged and be like, shit. I knew I should have charged it.
Okay.
So...
Alright, and then down at the bottom, you've got your USB-C adapter. And the crazy thing about this is like this is like the first time in ever that Nintendo has not used a proprietary adapter.
Generally speaking, they use their own ports because that's just their preferred. Because Nintendo likes
what proprietary means, Michael.
Nintendo likes to have their own shit. So.
And then the funny thing is, you've got this controversial kickstand that everyone's saying is really weak, and hiding right underneath there, just out of sight, is where you're going to put your SD card. So this does support expandable storage, which is actually really good news, rather than having to spend $100 or $200 more just to get some extra memory, which is a really big deal.
Yeah, exactly. Because on PS4 or the Xbox One,
anyone who's bought a hard drive
understands the struggle
and how real it is. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do this very slowly and sensually.
Don't want to fuck it up.
Damn. That is secure.
I heard it's very satisfying to slip those in. That's not even a sexual innuendo.
But
That's like a
the
real
thing
thing.
that I'm
People
impressed at is
really like it.
I was worried that these were going to be flimsy. I was really worried about the build quality of this because you look at like a 3DS, and I
Yeah.
keep relating to it because that's a handheld by Nintendo.
Yeah.
And just the fact that it's made of plastic, and even the gamepad, if you've held the Wii U gamepad, you know that it's really, the
creaky.
build quality is not good. So just
Exactly.
holding this,
If
that
it's
is
premium.
you know, here you go. You need to feel
there's a
that.
lot.
That is some solid, like,
It feels
build
like a real
quality.
piece of technology.
and
Good
isn't like a
job.
child's toy,
Yeah.
even though it kind of is. We're still
Now
children. We're just big children.
I'm scared to break it. Whereas the Wii U, I just wanted to break consistently.
Right. All right. And we're just going ahead and kick this up. If I can get the kickstand out.
I would laugh so hard I'd cry if you broke the kickstand day one. That would be
We're
hilarious.
just going to go ahead and set that right there. We'll get these out of the way. All right. Before we move on, we're just going to do a quick size comparison here. And it's bothering me that these are not
Off kilter. That's my bad.
centered. Thanks for that, Michael. All right. So basically, we got a size comparison here. And the thing is that as compared to the actual screen itself is the same size as the Wii U's. It's the same
It's just a different
1280 by
resolution.
720.
Yeah.
Same thing, same aspect ratio, except just it's gonna have better quality, and it's just this is very chunky.
Yeah.
It's very chunky. You can just see. Go ahead and hold that up sideways. You can just go ahead and see that this bows out way more.
Very thick.
Very thick. It's gonna be about the 3DS is a little thinner. This is the new 3DS XL Galaxy style. So these are
Go ahead.
Yeah. These are gonna be roughly the same size, except this is just gonna be wider and have only one screen. It's just about a little bit taller than just the base of the new XL, new 3DS XL. I love that Galaxy style.
This is the traditional.
This
3DS.
is the run-of-the-mill, normal size, normal 3DS. The very first ones that were released. And it is
significantly smaller.
Significantly smaller than the Switch. The whole reason we want to do this right here in midway is just so that you can see the actual
size of it.
The actual size of it versus your regular stuff. You've got the Vita here last. And the Vita is definitely going to be smaller, but then again, the Vita screen is like way smaller.
Yeah.
Way smaller. So, all right. Back to the good stuff. Okay, so I know this isn't. We got past the dessert, and now we got to go to the meat and potatoes. This is the stuff that makes everything work. So, what do they get here? Oh, these are those.
The joystick.
These are those really. I need to see how well these work.
I've heard they're quite. They can be difficult to put on and get off.
These are
the wrist straps.
Kind of they're wrist straps, but that's not really their primary use. Let me go ahead and you know what? We'll get a close up on these a little later when we dock the Switch.
Indeed.
And but basically what these are is when you split the Joy-Con off to be their own separate controllers, these kind of give you that extra oomph at the end of the controller, a little more extra hand space, which make your shoulder buttons, or at least the acting shoulder buttons, way easier to reach.
Exactly.
So
they're more meant for when you play multiplayer games on the Switch.
Definitely. They were advertising in that crazy ad, like, oh, you can go to your friend's house, and then you guys can all hover around the side of the screen. So we'll see the viability of that.
Indeed.
All right, and then the thing that everyone was waiting for, the HDMI cord.
Dude, I love HDMI cords. I can never have enough HDMI cords.
Dude, I have too many, but only so many of them work.
True.
Only
HDMI
so
cords
many
do break
of
a lot.
them work. And right now, this thing is fighting me. So, yeah, give me a sec. All right, I won the duel with this. It was like Mortal Kombat, but it's an HDMI cord. If you haven't seen it, you need to
probably
crawl out from the... I was going to say you should probably crawl out from the rock you're under, but Mike had to ruin it.
Also, I'm sorry to hear your name is Patrick and you live in Mikemyballs. It's really unfortunate. Because he lives under a rock.
Yeah, I got it. I understood, Michael. All right. So, this is a USB-C adapter, but it's a brick. Like, literally, it is a brick.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, some people are saying they're not sure if it supports fast charging or not. I doubt it. This is probably just it may not support fast charging, but the bigger the brick, the more power it's going to be able to use at one time.
Yes and no.
So
It depends on the way my Nintendo has it outputted. It has all the details right here. So
yeah.
but this is mainly for your at home. You're gonna want, if you're gonna take your Switch on the go, you want a separate USB-C charger. Honestly.
I can't get this one off either.
Oh my gosh.
Cut. Mike did this one for me.
I won the battle, but the war's not over.
The war is not over.
There's still more ties.
There will be other cords. There will be other cords. Now, before we move on to the next thing, we're going to go ahead and get some close-ups on these. I may as well.
Snap them together.
Okay, so this side, I noticed that there's a plus right here, and there's a plus on this one right here, so I'm assuming this is how these are going to have to go.
Now we're going to attempt to make this work.
Okay, so that's on there, and I can already tell you just from holding it, this is something you are going to want to use if you use these
way too small
individually. Yeah, but believe it or not, it's really not that uncomfortable to hold.
For size comparison, do me a favor. Put it here. Let's do the other one, and then we'll put it in the size of our hands because we have different size hands.
We do have different size hands.
So this will be a semi-decent comparison. I have small hands.
You do have small hands.
Whereas you have
chunky
normal
hands.
people hands.
I have chunky hands.
So, as you can see, it's a moderate size. It's good for people like me who have small hands.
I think it's comfortable. I mean,
it's going to be a little bit comfortable.
It's as comfortable as it can be, okay? And then you got this little kind of like locking thing. I'm pretty sure, I can't tell if you... There you go.
This is to lock it? Oh, yeah, okay, I see. It presses down. Okay. Yeah, it presses down to lock it in.
How do I pull it out?
You just push it down. Slide it out.
I'm dying here, Michael. Help me. Cut. Okay, so that is a pain in the butt to get on and off, and I'm worried I'm actually going to break it. That's the thing that's got me worried with these. But even these, it's actually kind of crazy. Even the build quality of these little plastic pieces are solid. Like, they're not creaky. They've got a metal frame on the inside, and that's really good news to see.
It'll be interesting. I just want to look at this real quick. Okay. Yeah, see, the inside of this is... It's the same thing as the outside. It's just easier to reach these buttons.
Yeah, you can still hit those buttons. It is possible, but...
It's just going to be easier with
these. It's going to be much easier with these. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next accessory, which is actually something I'm really eager to use. Alright, so now we've got this. I'm not really sure how I feel about it, because I was figuring the Joy-Con were going to be too small in the first place, but this is just the Joy-Con... What is it? Joy-Con grip?
Comfort grip.
The comfort grip. Yeah. This, not to be mistaken with the charging grip. This has no USB-C adapter.
Indeed.
Not quite. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this happen here. Should do this for the camera.
So
Click.
Let's slide in easier than the wrist straps do.
Oh my god, incredibly.
Oh, okay. So it's not as tight, but it's still locked in there.
Click.
Right?
Yeah, dude, these are locked in place. Okay. Pretty solid. That is actually
it's still funky looking.
It is funky, and it definitely doesn't feel like a traditional controller. It's something you could definitely get used to.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of people said, if you remember, like the original DualShock controllers, people had never seen them before. Yeah. But they, you know, now they're the standard, and I could definitely see how if you use this frequently, you could easily get used to it. Yeah. Very easily. We're gonna go ahead and leave these in here for the moment. What do you want to see this, Mike?
I'm just curious because I feel I have a small hand, so like this is perfect for me. Like this is just right in my comfort zone. For me, but for people small. With bigger hands, it might be better if it was angled out more.
Definitely. This is the triggers. I don't know. The actual buttons feel good. It's the triggers, and the triggers do not have that much movement.
Do they?
Like versus.
Oh yeah, they're real
versus clicky. Like a normal, like a DualShock 4 or an Xbox One controller. These are not so, I don't know. But we'll probably go in more on depth in that in another video after we get some use out of these for a while.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and move on to the next big piece and the final big piece. Cut. I'm going to go ahead and keep this out.
It's so tiny. Every time I see this, all I can think about is the Nintendo.
All right, so here is the last kind of big thing, or it's the last thing in general. And I can't help but notice this has a lot of protection.
Well, that's probably because
it has more This is more wrapped up than the Switch was.
Yeah, than the actual screen.
Which is weird to me. Okay, so of course I opened that up upside down. So this is the Switch dock. This is what's going to live in your entertainment center or on the table that you put it on. Most likely a table, because this is definitely going to be where you're going to slide your Switch in and out. So basically, the big deal thing with this is there's actually a lot going on here aside from just a seat with a USB-C port. Even though this doesn't have any like processing power of itself, it still has a lot going on. So aside from the USB-C, I don't know if you can see that up there, got a USB-C port right at the bottom where your Switch is going to sit, but it's also got this is what's crazy. This thing has 3 USB ports. These are USB 2. USB 2.0. Okay? And on the back, we flip open this door, and this is where the rest of your ports are. You've got your AC adapter, your HDMI's at the bottom, and then this is another USB port.
If I may.
Yeah. But the crazy thing is that this one is USB 3.0 for some reason. The other 2 are USB 2.0. So, newsflash here, we actually just realized because this is all of the tech is in the Switch itself, and the Switch is so small, it does not have a LAN port. It only connects through Wi-Fi. There is an extension piece that allows you to connect to Ethernet, but it only works through USB 3.0. So that is what that is for. So good looking out to whatever dark soul out there gave us that information. So nice, basically the next thing up. Say hi, Justin. Go ahead and say hi. Louder.
He's back.
Okay. So basically, here comes the intense part. Definitely gonna go ahead and seat this right in there, and we are switched in. So this is the way to go. Also worth noting, you can put your Joy-Con in here, and if it is on and if it is docked, it will charge the Joy-Con. However, if you have the Joy-Con in here when you are playing on the go, it will not charge them. Probably because it doesn't want to use up the battery where it doesn't need to.
I assume, yeah, it prioritizes the game battery over the Joy-Con battery, which is kind of silly, but I also assume that when these connect like this, it creates a manual connection instead of having to use a wireless one.
Yeah.
That is my assumption. I don't know that for sure.
Yeah. Okay, well, that is everything for our unboxing of the Nintendo Switch. Remember, check us out at least once a week. It's when we do our news channel. We're going to be covering more on the Switch. I'm Ambassador Chris.
I'm Ambassador Michael.
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.